All right. Good evening, everybody. Not start with a welcome, but start with a thank you to appreciate TAPMI and QOTB for sustaining a quiz property like this for 20 years. I think from the quizzing fraternity, I can't think of any other quiz in India run by an institute that has stayed 20 years consecutively. I think that is truly, truly commendable. So I think the management, my oldest associate here, of course, is Professor Gururaj, and we've literally conceptualized this to various newer versions, including, I don't know how many of you know this, but we did take the quiz in between to Singapore, to Dubai. Those were some fascinating years when the brand really grew. But hats off to all of you for continuing to build this as a brand. And I would like to believe this is perhaps the only institute-run quizzing brand. And every time I travel and Rashmi travels for quizzes, we always get two questions from quizzers. When is Tata Crucible? When is QOTB? These are the only two questions we normally get, because these are quizzes that people love to be part of. And of course, like I have consistently maintained, this is arguably the world's most romantic quiz setting. I've always maintained that. You can't get a better setting than this anywhere probably in this world. So truly fabulous to be here. As contestant number one, please put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to welcome on stage from Mumbai, representing, I think, ICICI. I don't want to get the companies wrong because it's an open quiz. But qualifying from the Mumbai final, Priyanshi and Vaibhav. Put your hands together as they join us. Was ICICI correct? I read that somewhere. Okay, good. All right. As team number two qualifying into our final from the capital of our country, winning that quiz there, Calvin and Baibaswata Jenna from Delhi. Put your hands together as they join us. All right, neighboring them as team number three, all the way from Kolkata. Put your hands together to walk up on stage. Baneshwar and Ashwani from Kolkata as they walk up into the final. You guys are IIT KGP? All right. Because I remember reading a mail which had the college names, but I don't have it on my, right, I don't have it on the card right now. So on table number three will be IIT Kharagpur, representing them from Kolkata are the champions. Put your hands together for them. So IIT KGP on table number three. And table number four qualifying into our final as Hyderabad champions. Please put your hands together. We've got a corporate team joining us on stage. Rohan Khanna and Shresh Shah. Four, we've got a combination of Barclays and ESPN. So that's the combination of the team. They're two different corporate entities on stage as our fourth finalist. As table number five on stage, please welcome Arun and Pranay from Chennai will walk up. That's VIT from Chennai. So they qualify as table number five. As table number six, please put your hands together for Kavaneshwar and Pavan from Bengaluru as table number six. We've got two friends, one from the petroleum industry, one from engineering? He's doing engineering. Okay. So table number six there. Neighboring them on table seven is our online qualifiers. And qualifying into this final today is Ayush and Shantanu, both corporates qualifying as the online qualifiers. Put your hands together for them. Our lineup as table number eight walking into this final. Please put your hands together to welcome on stage the Manipal qualifiers from so much for democracy. Qualifying on stage from TAPMI, Ved Vyas and Pranjal will walk up on stage. That's the worst situation to be in today. You should never, ever quiz in front of your home crowd. Never. My worst moments as a quizzer was at my own college or at my school. Be ready. Let's get started. Can we have a thunderous applause for all of them on stage? All right. Question number 1. Take a look. Listen to this on your screen. Here we go.
ಮಾದವರು ಬಂದರು ಬನ್ನಿರೆ ನೋಡ ಬನ್ನಿರೆ ಬನ್ನಿರೆ ನೋಡ ಬನ್ನಿರೆ ಬನ್ನಿರೆ ನೋಡ ಬನ್ನಿರೆ ದೇವಿ ನಮ್ಮ ದ್ಯಾವರು ಬಂದರು ಬನ್ನಿರೆ ನೋಡ ಬನ್ನಿರೆ ಬನ್ನಿರೆ ನೋಡ ಬನ್ನಿರೆ ಬನ್ನಿರೆ ನೋಡ ಬನ್ನಿರೆ ಬನ್ನಿರೆ ನೋಡ ಬನ್ನಿರೆ.
All you got to do is identify this rare personality on whom India dedicated a stamp. On table number 1, ICICI, go ahead.
Is he the one who founded that statue of Lord Krishna?
You got to give me better answers. He must have a name. All right, minus 20 will neutralize the buzzer. And table number 2 have gone for it quickly.
Kanakadasa. I'll say this is Karnataka.
Kanakadasa,
Yeah.
explain.
So basically, that is his. Basically, that is the Kanakana Kindi. That is the window from which he looked at the Sri Krishna idol, and that is Kanakadasa, the famous Bhakti saint, who actually was lower caste, so you are not allowed to go to the temple. So for him, the idol looked back, and so that's how he looked at the idol.
So legend goes that the idol actually turned
back, Kanakana Kindi.
and that's the temple window through which he saw,
Yeah.
which is all about tourism, Udupi.
Yes.
Put your hands together. Well, starting with Udupi, starting with the Sri Krishna temple, beautifully answered, plus 20 on table number 2, as we get to question number 2. Hands on that buzzer, life gets tough. Here we go. On table number 4, they've gone for it. Go on.
So this is Puma celebrating signing on PV Sindhu as a brand ambassador.
So it's not Puma,
Yeah,
it's
fine.
current affairs. Well, people thought recently it was a spelling mistake. It wasn't a spelling mistake. They made PUMA as PVMA to welcome PV Sindhu as brand ambassador for Puma. Plus 20 on table number 4 on the buzzer, quick and fast. And they get off to their first 20. All right, here we go. On to the next one. Question what? 4. All right. On your screen, here it is. This is a big moment in history called the Charles Godfrey moment. What happened in human history? Era is World War I. Era is around World War I. What happened? Nobody trying. Table number 2 are giving it a go. Go ahead. What's happening?
Yeah.
The Charles Godfrey moment. Yes.
So he was, we're guessing this, he was a pilot who plied his trade during World War I. And he was the first guy to do a fly-through of the Arc de Triomphe that you see there in Paris. So he basically got through the gates that you'd call the entrance of the Arc de Triomphe.
He flew inside Arc de Triomphe.
He flew inside and then got away unscathed, basically.
Why?
Because it was considered one of the most daring stunts possible in aviation around that time.
I'm going to give it to you because the moment is absolutely right. You'll still get a 20-pointer on that. But there's a little more to it. Unfortunately, the aviators of World War I were not really given the correct order in the march past that celebrated them. So one of these guys said, I'm going to teach these guys a lesson. We can't be asked to just walk. We won the war, so to say. And he did the most daring act of those days, which was to actually fly through that gate when the parade of honor was actually going on. On to the next one. 20 on table number 4. You're with me, guys? Okay. Question 5. Here we go.
Table 2, then. Sorry.
20. Sorry?
Table 2.
Table 2, yeah. What did I say? Table 2. Question 4, sorry. On screen, question 5. Here we go. No audio, All of this will lead you to something. If all of you agree, I'll give you a clue. You want a clue, guys, or you want to try? Oh, table 4 is giving it a shot. There's a cracker bursting there. There's a number and there's a flag of a country.
Okay.
Go ahead.
The only element named for a place in Scotland is strontium, and I'm assuming it is 38. I'm not a science student, but they're used in fireworks.
Explain that to me.
So strontium is an element.
Strontium is an element.
It is the only element to be named for a place in Scotland.
Okay.
It is used for the red in the fireworks.
The red color in the fireworks is strontium.
And I'm not a science student, but it could be the number for strontium. Strontium is the final answer.
Your answer is strontium. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to QOTB. Put your hands together. We'll start with question number 21. Hands on the buzzer as we get back into this battle for the title of QOTB. Here we go. In the olden days, these were typically trenches that were drawn around prisons. These were territories that were marked. They didn't really have fences or gates or any of those. Team number 7 are going for it. Let's see what they make of it. Go ahead, guys.
So we'll say this is the origin of the phrase deadline. So if you pass this line...
The origin of the word or the phrase?
Deadline.
Deadline.
Yeah. So
explain.
If you cross this line from a prison, if a prisoner crosses this line, then there is a shoot at sight order. So you die if you cross this line. So that's the deadline.
Oh. So we all have deadlines, which essentially is a line, don't cross it. You cross that line, you're dead. Put your hands together. The origin of deadline is actually a trench around a prison. If you cross the prison line, you would be shot and you would be dead. Hence the word deadline. As we go to the next one, on your screens, now. It's a bird, and an important bird with a sort of a verse or a paragraph from the Bible, 40:31. Identify the cricketer. Identify the cricketer from this clue. Wait, coming to you. First man with a hand up. Identify the cricketer. Clue is a minute bird on a bat. All right, going to the young man here. Grey t-shirt. Grey, is it? Yeah, kind of. Go on, it's you. If you could just stand up. No one? Yep. Marcus Labuschagne. Marnus Labuschagne. What do you know about it? He's an Australian cricketer. I'm talking of the bird. So why him? Every time he goes to bat, he carries this eagle on his bat. It symbolizes luck for him, so he carries. Put your hands together. Audience prize. IPM first year. That means you're like first year undergrad. Last year you were in class 12. Yaar, amul pilao bachche ko. Fantastic. Put your hands together for him. Lovely. Young talent at TAPMI. Superb. I'm a great fan of that program, incidentally. I think India needs more of these because you get to work with the children over a period of time. On your screen now. This is a company called Red Robin. They came out with a burger last year which weighed 18 ounces. Not 19, not 17. It weighed 18 ounces, which in our language is 500 grams. Half a kilo burger. Table number 4 are really aggressive. What did you give them to drink in the break? All right, Amul, good one. All right, tribute to our sponsor, good one. Who said that? Nice one. Give him also one, Amul. That's a good one. Are you from Amul? No, fair enough. Then fair promotion. TAPMI, okay. Drink Amul. Yes, go ahead, guys.
Yeah, it's the weight of the human heart. So just like you've got like a quadruple patty, which is pretty much a heart attack on a plate. So it was meant to weigh as much as a human heart does.
Half a kilo. Minus 20. That is what you call a very confident wrong answer. Yeah. Anyone else on the buzzer? Last year, this burger was invented, weighing exactly 18 ounces. Not 17, not 19. Nobody? Tough one. In the audience, young lady, go ahead with the hat. Yes. Wait, yes. Go on, you. 18 ounces was the weight of the Olympic gold medal. So the burger was a tribute to every gold medal. The name of that burger is the Gold Medal Burger. Put your hands together. Lovely. Your question number 33. Roberto Linguanato died last year. He's extraordinarily famous across the world that people actually went and bought something as a tribute to his creation. What dessert did he give the world? On table number 4.
Tiramisu.
The founder of tiramisu died last year, and tiramisu sales went up by 22% world over as a tribute to the founder of tiramisu. How many fans of that? Oh my God, rush me too, okay? I'll keep my hand down. All right. Anyway, 2 to go. Can we take a look at the scores? Possible? 140, 140. 2 questions to go. So, team number 2 will have to play it either for a tie or they'll just play prudently and say, okay, whichever way the math goes. Penultimate question, hands on the buzzer. The Buenos Aires Convention of 1910 in Argentina gave the world what was called a ARR notice. This essentially was to provide mutual recognition of work created by people. It led to a common phrase which resulted from the ARR notice. What is this that came into existence in the world from 1910? A famous convention and an international treaty that was signed to respect mutual creations of work. ARR, commonly used in this world. Team number 2, they take a half chance. Team number 7 and 4 don't want a negative. That's like, getting on the line in the last one. So I don't think either of them will press, given that it's taken this long. A great convention happened. An international treaty was signed in Argentina, 1910. Nobody? All right. They choose to play for the 3rd place. Fair enough. The girl right in front, yes. ARR, all rights reserved. Oh, we now carry below with a C mark saying all rights reserved. It came from 1910. Out of school? Yeah, correct. Yeah, whatever. Fair enough. Put your hands together. Either of 2 things are happening. Either they're really good with their answers or, like all children, they're faster than you at Googling. Either or is possible. So anyway, grant you, superb answer, all rights reserved. Well, ladies and gentlemen, can I have that scorecard, please? 140, 140, just to be sure. Okay. All right. 140, 140, correct. Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you could not have had year 20 of QOTB at a better position with 1 question to go. Can we have a thunderous applause for the teams? Between them, they would have won enough titles to fill their showcases at home. But at the end of the day, this is one title they would want. Year 20 of QOTB. Final question. Hands on that buzzer. Here we go. I am a teacher by profession who worked for the United Nations. I am an alumnus of Oxford University. I was also the chairman of the University Grants Commission. They've gone for it on table number 4.
Manmohan Singh.
Oxford alum, teacher, worked for United Nations. He was chairman
UGC.
of UGC, went on to become governor of RBI, finance minister, prime minister. Dr. Manmohan Singh. Well, ladies and gentlemen, decades will pass in this country, but one man will be remembered for rewriting India's economy, Dr. Manmohan Singh. At 20 years of QOTB, we salute an Indian visionary and pay our humble tributes to a great man with the last question dedicated to him, Dr. Manmohan Singh. What an answer. Aptly for a B school to celebrate and pay respect to someone who's arguably one of the best economic minds that this nation has witnessed. Extraordinary, but I think the moment belongs to QOTB for putting together a platform that brings in such brilliant minds. Hats off to the teams. And to gain time quickly, let me straight away get into keeping that scoreboard right there, if we can. Yeah, let it remain there. Can I request Professor Gururaj to please join me on stage so we do the honors. Third prize first. 3, 2, 1. All right. So we'll start with 3, 2, and 1 as prizes. On table number 2 from Delhi, please put your hands together for Baibaswata and Calvin as they walk up to collect their prize. I think they all deserve a thunderous applause for respecting your property and traveling all the way here. Put your hands together for them. Okay. Sure, yeah. Rashmi, if you could join us quickly, please. Prof, if you could just do the honors. Yep. All right, nice. Well, ladies and gentlemen, finishing runner-up here today. I think they were just a brief second away from Dr. Manmohan Singh going down. But they gave some outstanding answers. Lee Corbusier, etc. On table number 7 with 140. They finish here today as online qualifiers. Ayush and Shantanu, the runner-up here today. Put your hands together for them as they win themselves 80,000 with some cracking answers. The accordion fold was superb. So.
I'd like to invite Nitin Simon sir from Zomato and Kirti sir from Fujifilm Instax for giving the prizes of winner.
Hi. Can we have a round of applause for these guys for supporting the quiz? Come on, all of you there. All right, ladies and gentlemen, never easy when the contest goes down to the last question. They did falter along the way, but towards the end, like he said, Amul powered them after the break. I mean, they came all guns blazing. But the good attitude was they didn't bother whether they're going to take those negatives. They knew the only way was to come out and attack, and they did that in style. Ladies and gentlemen, year 20 of QOTB, our champions here today, Rohan Khanna and Sresht. Put your hands together as they walk up to receive a check of 1 lakh. Is that correct? Yes. I was coming to that. Super.
I won in 2015. My 10-year challenge is complete now.
That's too long to wait for a good guy like you. All right, guys. Can we have a round of applause for... And a big cheer for our sponsors. Can we have a round of applause for all of them? Truly, truly appreciate that. You managed photographs. Oh, all right. You got instant photographs. of the prize distribution. Wow. All right, that's cool. That's the first time something's faster than a selfie.
A very special vote of thanks to the beach authorities of Malpe, Udupi for providing us with this venue. I would also like to thank Professor Jeevan Chirkal, Chairperson Branding and Public Relations TAPMI, for his unwavering support. On behalf of my organizing committees, I convey my sincere regards to Professor Aparna Bhatt, Student Activities Chair, and Professor Varun Sharma, Student Activities Chair, who have been supporting us right from the planning stage of the event to this proper and perfect execution of the event. Their guidance in executing this event has made this a massive 20th edition success. Thank you, sir and ma'am. I would also like to extend my gratitude to our very own quizmaster, Mr. Giri Balasubramaniam and Mrs. Rashmi Futedo, for hosting the event tonight. My sincere thanks to our sponsors, Zomato, Fujifilm, EMT, Garnier, Udupi Tourism and Amul for their trust and also being a part of our journey this year. We also hope their continued support for the upcoming events. With this, we mark the legendary Quiz on the Beach 20th edition. Thank you all. We hope to see you all again next year. We hope you all had an amazing time and I enjoyed the event. Here, me, Ankita Kamath, representing Quiz on the Beach, signing off. Thank you, everyone.